What's up, y'all? This is WebsterX coming to you live on Juice Talk TV because I got the juice.
Never been scared. Say fuck it instead. Then it's off with your head.
Juice Talk TV, what it do? It's your main man, Cool Take, back with another one, man. Very special guest in the building, man. The one, the only Webster X himself, man. How you feeling, my dog?
I'm good, bro. It's a long time
Man,
coming, man.
yes, man. It's been a long time since I have seen you. It's been a
Mm.
long time since I really been talking to you, man. So how you been feeling, man?
I've been good, bro. I've been very, very good. I've been living life. I've been making music, kicking it
Still,
with my girl, kicking it with my dog. You know what I'm saying? We
that's
just
what's
keeping it
up.
super basic
That's
and
what's up.
focused,
That's
and
what's up.
it's been
That's
making
what's
me
up.
happy, man.
Man, so first and foremost, man, it's only right that I give you your flowers here on Juice Talk TV. And the reason why that you deserve your flowers is because you've been actually been putting work here in the city for quite some time, 10 years plus now.
Mm.
And for people who know, they know. Not even just Webster X, they know. I don't want to say your name, but
It's all good. You can
they
say it.
know, they
Yeah,
know Sam. You know what I
because
mean?
it's a part of
So
me too. You feel me?
right. So and we're gonna get into all that. So, but I just
Mhm.
really from me to you, I really want to give your flowers here up close and personal, live on camera from Juice Talk TV to you. You deserve it.
Thank you, man. Likewise.
Thank you. I appreciate it, man.
Mm.
So for the people who haven't seen you on this platform in particular, man, because you've been around the world, you've been doing your thing for so long, man. Like I said, you've been moving and grooving, been doing your thing, man. For the people who don't know Webster X, just let them know who is Webster X.
Yeah, man. Webster X is an experimental artist, musician, rapper,
There
uh, songwriter, uh, son, brother, boyfriend,
you go.
human.
There you
You
go.
feel me? And on top of that, I'm just crazy passionate about this music. I've been doing it for the last, 10 years
That's why I said,
flat.
man.
This
Look,
is year 10 now.
that's
Yeah, this is year
that.
10. That's
That's what
crazy.
I said. Did you
This
did
is
you
year
catch me when I
10.
said
Whoa. No,
that?
I didn't, bro. It'd be,
That's
bro,
why.
I went to bed at like 5 a.m., dog.
Oh
I
my
was,
bad. Yeah,
no, you
yeah,
cool.
yeah. I said it. 10
Yeah.
and some change now, man. So that's why you deserve your flowers and more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Been wild.
um, on piggybacking on top of that, the name Webster X. How did that even create? Like, how was that created? How did you get that name?
Yeah, man. I got that name. It was a bar. I said it was like 2012.
Okay.
I was rapping over the Popular Demand beat by Clips.
Mm.
And I said, malicism, racism, egoism, where's the rhythm? Someone pull out Webster's. We trying to keep pace with them.
Hmm.
I was like 18. I was on my lyrical, miracle stuff. And I thought that was dope. And I took that part because I was like, back then, I was like, oh no, like my bars are cold. Like I use, like, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, I'm a human dictionary. I always feel like in freestyles too, I could pick out words that other people weren't using,
There you go.
whatever, trying to use my articulateness in the raps. And then I took that Webster from Webster's dictionary, and then the X, and then the X comes from just like a loss of identity.
Mm.
But I say now, I used to say that because I done a million interviews, bro. Like that, I always have these things that I say, but now the way I can interpret the X is really just like you can never quite pin me down musically, like.
Mm.
So it's a lost identity, but in a sense where it's like I can never. It's an X factor, you know.
There you go.
So
There you
I
go.
might make a country album. I might make some crazy rap stuff. I might make some indie rock stuff. Whatever. And black people are dynamic. You know what I'm saying? So we can
Speak
be anything.
speaking of being ethnicity wise, your race, man. You are, am I correct? Ethiopian?
Yeah, I'm Ethiopian. Yeah,
Yeah. So
I'm
so
by technicality. I
right.
mean, I'm just born here. You know what I'm
Of
saying?
course, of course.
But yeah, Ethiopian heritage. Those are
So,
my ancestors.
there
You
you
know what I'm
go.
saying?
And it do show. I don't know if people tell you that.
What you mean, like facially?
Yeah, like can you?
Yeah,
Oh,
people,
okay,
people, no,
okay.
people be telling me that,
Oh,
but
okay, okay,
some
okay.
people think I'm Somali and stuff too. I be having hood. Can I cuss in?
Please.
Okay, I be having hood niggas at the gas station, bro. They be like, bro, you Somali, bro? I'll be like, nah, bro, I'm Ethiopian. But I'm also like Somali too. It's weird. My grandfather was born in Somalia, but then my mom, my dad were born in Ethiopia. So it's like,
Okay.
if I actually did like the DNA stuff, I feel like I'd be like a half breed of both.
They said if I go to
But
what is it,
Ancestry
ancestry.com.
DNA, yeah, on
Yeah.
God.
So are you the only child? You got siblings?
Nah, man, I got an older sister.
Okay.
Yeah, she's about like 9 years older than me.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, bro.
Is she here in the
Nah.
U.S. or?
Nah. No, she's in the U.S. Yeah.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay. So how was it for you growing up here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, man? And actually, what side of town did you grow up on? Actually,
Yeah, man. I grew up on the north side of Milwaukee, 53rd and Burleigh. Like Burleigh
wow,
Hour, kind of by St. Joe's
bro, I
Hospital.
would never have guessed.
For real?
I swear, I promise to God, I promise I would never guess.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what's
that's where
up,
I grew
bro.
up, man. Sherman Park.
That's what's up. I'm not saying it like that, but I
Yeah.
just would never have guessed.
Hey, man.
That's what's up, man. So, what's some of the craziest things that you have seen growing up over there, man? Because that's a rough. It could be a rough
That's the
neighborhood.
thing about that area, though, bro. So, like, it's weird because it's a crossbreed of like many
Exactly.
different cultures and
Exactly.
people. But then it's like if you go down towards like 43rd, or even like,
Exactly.
bro, if I go from 53rd,
So you know what I
I
mean
was
when
in the
I
middle. Like literally, I feel like we
explain
was in the
to.
middle, bro.
Okay. Okay.
Like my block was mostly black people. Like Baby Drew's, grandma lived on my block.
Mm.
Baby Drew's grandma lived on my block. And then there was like other, just black folk, and then there was
Is that
two white families.
the Jewish little community a little bit
And I was
over
gonna
there?
say, there's also the Jewish community too.
Yeah.
They got the synagogue over there, and then like, people that don't even know, like the north side of Milwaukee used to be mostly Jewish people. And
Wow.
then black people moved in.
Mm.
We want to talk about history, you know what I'm
You
saying?
can.
Yeah. And I mean the word ghetto comes from like, I believe it's Hebrew or like just Jewish like language.
Okay.
So it's crazy, bro. Like once we don't really know our identity like that, we're just fucked up. Yes, I'm so glad I could cuss, bro. I be cussing. All right, cool, man.
Yeah, man,
That's
it's
just
you
how I
talk to you.
am.
I mean, look, man,
Man, I had Wave Chappelle, bro. He told me like, yeah, like last or we at Summerfest, he was like, you be saying nigga a lot, bro. Cuz nigga. How I grew up though. I was in the middle. So then it's like if I go from 53rd to like 56, 60th, then you almost in Tosa, kind of like North Ave. But then you go this way and you go like literally, bro, if I went to 48th, 45th, down to like the 30s and stuff like that, obviously like it's still to me not even that crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Like it's not the lawn, it's not Metcalf Park, it's not West Lawn. Like it's not for me growing up. I didn't really see anything too crazy besides niggas subbing they shit down the
There you
block,
go.
people playing cans,
There you go.
and then occasionally like definitely niggas were getting robbed.
Mm, mm,
I
mm.
got jumped from my bike once that happened.
Man,
Yeah, so that's about it though. It's nothing. I didn't see like true carnage or nothing like that.
just
So
normal
thankfully, I'm
Milwaukee.
grateful for that. I don't want to see that shit. People be like wearing that like it's a badge of honor, and I get that because we're all trying to prove each other, you know, it's something to prove, or whatever. But I'm cool on
That's what's up,
that.
man. I salute you on that, man.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this way, man. You're Milwaukee and a true Milwaukeean, obviously. If someone was to ask you about the greatest food here in the city, man, where would you send
Greatest food, bro. Milwaukee, bro.
them?
I mean, if we're talking just
What?
overall,
No, yeah, that WebsterX would choose for a
oh,
person
that
to,
I would choose.
yeah,
Okay, got you. Because
yeah.
if I'm choosing for everybody,
No,
I'm gonna tell them to bro, just go
no.
to JJ's. That's what I'm
Oh
really gonna
no, no,
tell them.
no, 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 no. I'm
Or they
like,
or
come,
or
yeah.
they gonna go to or no, not pep. Don't mess with Pepper Pot. I mean, no, Pepper Pot's fine. I'm not trying to because
No, I know what you're
they
saying.
lose a
I know what you're
business.
saying. Right, right, right. I know what you're saying.
Yeah, no, for me, bro, the best food in Milwaukee. I eat at a lot of different places. I'm
I know,
glad you.
and
I'm
that's why I
glad you
say
asked that
because we,
because
yeah.
yeah, bro. I like to just eat well. Damn,
Tough
man.
one, huh? I
My
got you.
favorite food, bro. Right. Okay, we're gonna do right now.
Okay,
I think it's Tupelo Honey. It's downtown.
there you
It's
go.
like a southern spot.
Okay,
That place is crazy.
okay.
Actually good chicken and waffles. Actually good biscuits and gravy. Actually,
Snap,
yeah. I feel like I'm
snap.
forgetting something too, man. But yeah.
Yeah, it's all good. It's a
Low
lot.
key, my
It's
girlfriend's mom's kitchen. That's where I like to go eat, bro.
snap. There you
That's
go.
that's actually like truly, that's my favorite.
There you go. I
Or
like
my
that.
mama's
Ooh,
kitchen.
you can't forget about
Yeah, I'm gonna be
moms.
real
And you
with
the
you.
first person that said that on this show.
Yeah, man.
You know, they be like, man, I go to Ashley's barbecue.
Right,
I
right.
go to Culver's. Like,
Hey, Culver's is gas too, but like let's keep it real. We're talking about the best,
nah,
you know?
yeah, I'm just you know we dealing
I'll
with
give you a top 10 though. They talking about they top 10 rappers. I give you my top 10 food spot.
I should do both, but we're gonna
Type
say
shit.
that. We're gonna say it
No,
for
shit.
all right, man. So let's actually dig deep a little bit into your career, man. So
Yes, sir.
what actually made you want to get into the music?
Man, I mean, my dad in Ethiopia, he was a guitar player, just like truly funk
Mm,
type dude. You know what I'm saying? Like playing bass, playing guitar, singing, doing everything.
hmm
And music was just always in the crib. Like my parents were playing like Tina Turner, Bob Marley, Jimi Hendrix,
mm.
the Bee Gees, Isley Brothers.
So are these kind of like inspirations too?
For sure, naturally, because I think all of that just makes me like more knowledgeable about range of
Mm,
like sound.
mm.
And then what actually made me get into music, bro, is Lil Wayne, bro.
Oh my God! There you
Yeah,
go. There you
mixtape
go.
Weezy, mixtape Weezy. That's my favorite rap. Lil Wayne's my favorite rapper
There you go.
ever,
There you go.
ever.
I
Cover
like
my
that.
tracks like butter, so where the bread be. I see beef is dead meat. Who that the president? Yeah, me. No one scare me, and you ain't gotta double dare me. Hear me loud and clearly. Rats are near me. Wiretap niggas get blood in the earpiece, bro. Like that nigga's
Ah,
nuts. That
fire,
nigga's nuts. He
man.
used to
That's
give me
old
chills.
Wayne.
Yeah,
That's old.
but I'd say it's a mixture of my parents and then my sister too. She was the first one to show me rap. She showed me the early Kanye. She showed me the
Wow,
Tribe Called Quest. She showed me all the conscious stuff, the big crits,
man.
all
And
of that.
it
So you got, you
shows.
know,
It shows right in you. Like man, you can see it. That if it was a melting pot of gumbo of all that,
yes,
it'd be WebsterX.
yes. That's what a lot of people were saying. My last album was Gumbo. A
Mm.
few people referred to it as that
And we gonna talk. Is that the
one of one.
We
Yeah,
gonna tap.
but
We
yeah.
gonna tap into that. We gonna tap into that. So I kind of wanted to know, like, prior before you got really hit into the music, what were you doing before then? Because you are very artistic. You are very visually connected, like with the world. Like it seemed like you know what people want to watch and what they want to hear. So I want to know, kind of like,
Thank you, bro.
yeah, no problem. I want to know exactly like what were you doing prior before the music?
I was hooping.
You was a hooper.
That's the funny. I know it's so fun. I just look at the and one ball. And I used to watch and one mixtape a lot. But no, man.
Me too, though.
Yeah,
We can talk about that
everybody,
shit all day.
bro. I was
I'm
watching it.
sorry. I'm sorry, though. Real quick, who your favorite one?
Hooper.
Yeah,
Sure.
and one.
Oh, and hot sauce.
Oh my god. Okay, keep continue.
Yeah,
We snapped.
hot
Okay,
sauce all day.
that's what's
He
up.
was the coldest, bro. And I
That's,
watched a documentary. Man, we
oh
can go
man, we can go.
into it, bro.
Oh
That's what
man,
I'm saying. Like
you
I make
snap.
music, bro, but
You snap. You
I'm just
snap.
really a human, bro. That just likes
So you was
shit.
hooping
I
before.
got taste,
So
but
you
yeah.
was hooping before the
Yeah, man. So I grew up playing basketball every day in the alley, playing cans.
wow.
Just something that I love. My dad was trying to get me to play soccer, obviously, because he's African, you
Mm-hmm.
know. And I just didn't want to. I didn't appreciate soccer till later. Basketball is my first love, period.
Man, that's what's up, man.
Yeah. And then after that, I was running track in high school. So I played basketball, ran track, played basketball my first year, didn't play the other 3 years.
But let
And
me
then
find out you was dunking on niggas, man.
no, I was not dunking on dude. Because the thing is, if I could go back in time, bro, I had the talent, but I didn't work hard enough. I wasn't like
Oh,
truly dedicated. Plus, my parents
okay.
didn't really have bread to like put me into these
Into
camps and
yeah,
really give me an
yeah. And you,
AAU and
oh
stuff
my
like that.
god,
And I
yes,
don't think they even understood to put me in that. You know, so you gotta have a
man,
kind of special kind of parent who
yes,
understands
yes.
basketball to really put your kid through AAU and all that stuff and
Or you
like
just gotta have a parent to understand your dream and your goal.
that too. And my parents were just like, they was just like, bro, just get good grades. That's what's up that you do basketball. But like it's immigrant mindset. So they want you to, even though I got like the cool, like my parents are cool, fam. Like they're like the illest. They on my phone background. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's what's up,
just got the
man.
guitars. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
yeah. That's
they're
what's up,
fire,
man.
but and they're most lenient than most African parents. But it's still at the end of the day, it's like make some bread, bro.
That's what's up.
Be a professional. So
So that got you into music, man. And you was doing it's crazy. I can really see you hooping like that, man. I never would have
I'd be busting
known.
niggas ass, bro.
I would never have
Yes, bro.
known, man.
I
That's what's
can
up.
hoop anywhere. And it's funny too, man, because there was a basketball tournament in River West, and we
Mm,
lost to Sav's crew in the finals, and I was so salty, bro. They
wow.
busted our ass. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro.
Was it
I
great?
couldn't, I couldn't, I couldn't. It was mainly, yeah, it was pretty much just me trying to ball against, and the homie Q can attest to this if he remembers. But you got Vincent Van Great over here, bro.
Cold.
You got Blizz tall ass. You got
Cold.
even Kellen was doing a little something, bro. You know what I'm saying on the side. Sonny was in there,
Oh
bro.
man,
Like
Sonny little self.
Sonny, Lil Baron Davis, Chris
Man,
Paul
dog.
type handles.
Yeah, shout
Like,
out to them boys,
yeah,
man. Shout
bro.
out to them
I couldn't
boys.
compete with all that, man. I'm a one man. It's like LeBron trying to go against the Warriors, bro. I couldn't do it all.
I brought those guys up in New Age Narcissism because,
Yeah,
around that time, man, you guys really was shaking the city heavily. I'm talking about
it's crazy.
tremendously crazy. And I know you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about headline after headline, JS Online, newspaper articles. I'm talking about show after show. I'm talking about free space this and show
Non-stop
after.
for like 10 years, bro.
Bro, it was incredible. You know what I mean? Incredible.
Thank
And
you.
it was nothing I have never seen before. And it actually gave me, the courage to actually want to get out there and do it. And
Man,
I
wow.
probably think I've told you that before.
Maybe,
But
but
back in the
it hits
day,
different right now
yeah,
because there's no distractions,
mm,
It's just us.
yeah,
So that's what's
yeah,
up.
that's what's up, man. So I do want to give y'all that, you know what I mean? Y'all definitely had the city under y'all reach. You still do. You know what I mean? Still do.
Yeah, just in a different
Um,
way. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm,
Everybody just grows and does their own thing. You know what I'm
mm-hmm.
saying? Like that's what it is. No hard feelings. Just like people are in their own, little world still. But
Correct,
yeah,
correct.
ZQ still cool with all that, man.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I'll probably never forget the first time I really, really, really noticed your music, and I'm kind of going back.
Let's take it back.
You know, Blue Dream, man, super, super ahead of his time, man. Do you remember the feeling of releasing that track?
Yeah, I do, bro. I really do. Cause that
Take
was
us back.
I'm crazy, bro. I remember dates things dropped. Like that video dropped February 5th, 2014.
He knew the
Um,
exact date.
yeah, and I got that beat from dude like on SoundCloud. Like he was in the UK, and I just rapped on it. And when I reflect on it, I could tell what the influences were. You could see the Earl sweatshirt in it.
Man,
You could see the like. I don't even know. It was super me
it
too.
was
It was
that.
super original.
I mean, even from your hair,
Yeah,
even
everything, bro. I was on some crazy.
it still look like you.
Yeah, I was
It's
on some Basquiat shit back then. I was just like, at that time, just to like make it make sense for people, like mindset wise, for those like the OGs in me that really remember that song, like I was at a time where I was very much in the art, like painter world. Like I really started realizing, like, no, I'm an artist. Like I
mm-hmm,
appreciate art. I like
mm-hmm.
art as a fan and as like a creator of it. But I make the music of it. I don't paint or do nothing like that. But when we combine both worlds, we shot on VHS. Like
Oh my God,
nobody was
so
shooting
beautiful.
VHS like that
And
back then,
now they're
bro.
using filters for that
I
crap.
know.
So
Yeah, we
man, that's
super.
why I say you were so ahead of your time,
Yeah,
man.
man. Props to the homies, the production group Black Man that I was working with at that time. That was like we all used to just kick it a lot, and
Man,
like that was just an idea that came from all of us just hanging out. Like, cause bro, when I dropped it, I was 21.
wow. I
Yeah,
remember, man. I remember like it was yesterday. Like it woke me. I'm like, who is this guy, man?
yeah, dog. And like we pitched, I recorded that with Mammoth. Shout out
Shout
Mammoth.
out to Mammoth,
Yeah,
man. Shout out to
legendary
Mammoth,
engineer on
man.
the east side of Milwaukee, but in downtown. But like he had pitched my vocals down too,
To
just
make
to make
that,
it match and it always just like,
man.
it's like, man, you can't write shit like that. Like it's what do they call it? Like catching like lightning in a
There you
bottle.
go. It's like I brought that up just to just to kind of just give you a remembrance of where you came from that start.
I
Cause I
appreciate
don't know
that.
if when the last time you even seen that video.
You know what, man? Surprisingly, I've had the time to actually go through a lot of my old
You
shit
have, you
as
have,
I'm going through this rebirth. You know what I'm saying? And
and we gonna
like,
get there.
yeah, and yeah, I think I watched that video like maybe like 2 months ago or something, three
That's
months
what's
ago.
up.
Yeah, for the first time in like years.
See that's basically what I was getting at. So moving along, you made a couple more tracks, a couple more projects, and everything.
Uh,
Another dope record that really hit, and I think that people gravitated to was Doomsday.
yeah, that was the
That
big
was
one.
another
That was the
one
big bang.
that shocked the city. And I think that's where Webster X was officially born a star.
Yeah,
Take us through that moment of Doomsday, the visual, the creativity, the production.
yeah. Man, Doomsday is a funny one, bro, because at that time, I was just living with a roommate in River West. I wrote that song in his room while he was gone because he had the nicer speakers. I wanted to hear the beat better. Just had that beat sent to me. Now I'm like in the studio making music with instruments. We doing it from the ground up. But back then I would just get beats emailed to me,
Mm.
just simple as that, and I would
Mm-hmm.
just rap over, make a whole song. That one was a crazy, unique beat. I was naturally attracted to it, for those reasons. And I wrote that in like a few days, and then I just remember
Wow.
like it was super simple. Like I can't even remember much, and I got a good memory because of the fact that like I just at that time it was go go go.
Yeah.
So recorded it with Mammoth. Had a lot of homies in that session. That's where he like the
Man.
hey hey.
Man. Cracking.
I had some random dude on guitar. My homie Vic, old homie Vic. Shout out Vic if you're out there still, man. And then I had the song, and I hit up Pigeons and Planes.
Oh my
We got a
God.
premiere through Pigeons and Planes, just the song, and that was my first big like blog look at that time.
Man.
And then I was okay. Time to shoot the video. I had just met Cody LaPlante.
Shout out to Cody, man. You
Yeah,
boys.
Cody
Oh
LaPlante,
my
just
God.
legendary filmmaker in
Fire.
Milwaukee. And then
Fire.
my other
Fire.
homie Damien, who I was living with, Damien
Yep.
Blue,
Yep.
another legend.
Yep.
Damien, I was living with him, so we already had the connection. He's my first roommate ever on the east side. And then he was like, "Y'all got this guy Cody." Boom. And then we decided to shoot the video. And it was what's crazy, man? Cody just got married on the West Coast. I was just at the wedding, bro.
Shout out to Cody,
Yeah,
man.
and we were all talking about how that video, man, no, peaked, like, not even just my career, like, it jump started Cody's career, it jump started Damien's career, and it created this weird music video renaissance in Milwaukee because I was the first one, and
Bro,
we were. I'm gonna say we because that was our idea, not just mine or not just anybody's individual. That we just stepped it up a whole different level. And that's why the nation was attracted to it too. And that's when I got the Complex, the Entertainment Weeklies, all these publications. And like you said, that's when my like star was born in the sky. And I got chills talking about it because, yeah,
me
yeah.
too, bro. I just wanted you to keep talking. I didn't want to
Okay,
stop
yeah.
and cut you off,
No,
bro.
it's
But
all
I
good.
got chills talking about it because I remember,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, bro. And I
I
mean, a lot of the
remember.
homies in the city were there, bro. Like a lot of different cats,
I wish
man.
I was there,
Yeah.
and another special person that was there, man. Shout out if I'm saying his name right,
Uh,
Kenny.
yeah.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Kenny.
Kenny Hoopla was
Shout out to
there.
Kenny Hoopla,
Kenny's killing
man.
it, man. He's doing Travis
Killing it,
Barker stuff. That boy's out of
man.
here.
Out of here.
And
You had man. You the goat.
yeah.
You the goat, man. You
Hey,
the goat, bro.
bro, it's just believing in something, and then I always just I think I have that talent of connecting people
Mm-hmm.
because like I think what people can pull from this interview too is like I grew up in one way, on the north side, and then I went to school in Tosa, and then I Ethiopian parents, and I'm like the cross of so many different cultures. So that's why I can talk to anybody. I can fit in anywhere. And then I think Doomsday was the accumulation of all that. Whether they intellectualize it that much or not, like that video brought a lot of people together. Like Cody was getting Rockstar Game offers and stuff, and
Man.
Grammy shoot for things. And I don't know if I'm supposed to leak that. I mean, probably it's over now, but you're supposed to shoot for her for the Grammys and the singer
Wow.
her. Like, just people saw that video and like I was like, I'm feeling crazy. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm still little fry. I'm still small fry at that time to myself. So. And to this day, I mean, that song's got like 3 million on Spotify. Like, I owe
Oh
that
my
song
God.
so much, bro. And I think every artist that's established has that one song they can really owe their career to. And the fans, you owe it to them too. Doomsday is that one for me, man.
I salute you on that. I had to bring it up,
Thank
bro.
you, bro. I like revisiting that one too,
And
man.
it's
I'm never one of those artists that's like, oh, I don't fuck with my main song, like playing that no more. Nah, bro. That song is dope.
man, you
To this day, it
you
still
got a
holds
lot you
up.
got a lot of fire, man. And we can go on, but
Yeah.
just moving along, added to the collection, you know what I mean? You made a track called Huffy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which kind of really like stepped it up visually. It stepped it up personality wise. I can say I
Yeah,
really
I'm glad you
love the
noticed
fact.
that.
Say it again.
I'm glad you noticed that.
You talking to Cool Tay.
For sure. Let's go,
You
nigga.
talking to Cool Tay.
Let's go.
Been
I'm gonna
around.
let you rock. Go
You
ahead.
know what I
I'm listening.
mean? That's why, man, I wanted to make it right for you,
Yeah.
and I promised I was gonna do that.
Yeah.
Huffy was another visual changer, but at the same time, I seen a different character. I seen it not and when I say character, I don't mean like character. I seen a different,
I know what you mean.
personality. I seen it. I see. Okay. Like he's owning up to him. He's being him. He's owning this. He's letting the people know this is who I am and this is what I'm going to do and this is where I'm going to be at.
Mm.
Take us through that whole journey when you made that track and that album actually.
Dog, I wrote Huffy at like 2:30 a.m. quietly because my girl at that time was asleep. I don't know how I barred out like that quiet because it's like if I'm trying to write something, I'm like trying to be expressive and lit. It's one of those things too. I'm telling you, like where it's what did Jay-Z say? He said, "You go in the studio, you leave the door cracked open, and you let God in the room." Like
Mm,
I've had a lot of those different kind of moments, and that Huffy was one of those. But
mm,
with One of One, similar time going through a rebirth right now. We'll get into that obviously, but like I was going through a rebirth then too in a different way. I think it was more of a musical rebirth, and I wasn't the biggest fan of my 2017 album Daymares because I feel like what happened with me was Doomsday went crazy. I'm getting
mm-hmm,
all this national press.
mm-hmm.
I'm doing things, interviews with, Denzel Curry in New York, top floor of the complex building. I'm seeing shit I've just never seen before. And I think I was making music with me having a platform in mind too much in
Mm,
2017. And I was just trying to make like the album because like I was like super inspired by Chance the Rapper and all that stuff back then. So I was like, I'm trying to make my like, as a rapper, I'm trying to make my blah blah blah. And that wasn't the move. Even though people still love the album, but I
right,
just,
right.
so with 101,
Mm-hmm,
I was like, no, I'm about to tap into me. We went to LA for a month in
mm-hmm.
2019 and we started a lot of those songs. 808 PM was birthed at that crib. Uh Uh, Huffy was expanded on that crib. The song "Fighting Words" was birthed at that crib.
Fighting words is nice
Yeah, on
too.
some rock shit. "Money I Got" was birthed at that crib. Like a bunch of songs were birthed out. I made like a joint EP with Lord Freddie that never came out at that time. Like we just did so much shit. You know what I'm
Man,
saying? And it's that album was just me getting back to myself, like you said. Ate that Walls Walk Sundays when my pops. We was good on the
mm-hmm.
block from the mill. I'm the cream of the crop. Used to bike with no shoes on the socks, nigga. Take me back to riding Mount Huffy through the hood. Like
Fire, man.
I just was trying to tap back into 53rd Street.
There
That's
you, there
that
you
song is
go.
53rd Street. Like
Even how you
uh
just had the album release. You know what I mean?
oh yeah,
You know what I mean? Can't forget about
the
that.
album release function too, man, was cool.
Thank you for having me a part of that. I
Of course,
appreciate it. I don't
bro.
know if you
Yeah,
remember. I don't know
yeah.
if you remember that back in the
Duh.
day.
No, I was finna lay it out for him, bro. No, we did that Maranta Plant Shop with the homie Mag and Michelle, and it was just a dope event.
Man,
And
beautiful.
I think for folks that know me, they know I do my best to curate things at the highest level possible, and that's what we did. We had a bunch of plants, smoke, lights, and I was like, I had a beard, I had an album beard then,
Yeah,
and I was like, "Hey
yeah.
Tay," I was like, "I need you to come cut that down for me."
I'm like,
Cause
wait,
can I
what?
can I say it on wax that you
Yeah,
cut?
yeah,
Okay, cool. Just make because I be
yeah.
like
That's
this sometimes.
cool.
Yeah, but no, I mean you've been my barber since 2015. You've been a part of a lot of my rebirths. I
So
think that's
that's why
damn. I just
now
missed that shit.
that's why I didn't want to tell
That's
you about
super
no. See, now
OC.
you see why
The fuck?
that now you see now you understand. Now it's hitting you.
Yeah, it is because for folks that don't know, I had a mop. Talking about some teaser Korean mop.
Man,
I had a mop, and I needed it. I just needed less weight off my head. So before I was opening my first show at Summerfest, opening for Lupe in 2015, I hit you up. That was my first cut with you,
man.
and you just did it so right. I was like, cool, locked in forever on some barber, just like alliance shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
On
No,
some
it's
barber loyalty shit.
no for real. And
And
I appreciate it.
yeah, no, yeah, you was at White's at that time, and that was my first big chop for my first big show. And then fast forward to 101, staying on topic at the release party. Bro, I swear I didn't even think about when you chop my hair off, but now it's probably things always swim in your
Man,
in
I
your
didn't
mind
even think about
subconsciously.
that. I didn't even know that first one you just said about the Summerfest joint.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't know that.
That was a rebirth for me in a different way too. I always look at my career as chapters in the book, man. You know,
And for it to line up with the 101.
yeah. But yeah, long
Wow.
story short, we set up the chair and you had the barber gown on me. I think it was like a Louis Vuitton one. That shit was tight.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, bro, you just shaved my beard off while I was playing the first song on the album and just I just yeah, man, I like to let people know artistically where I'm at. And I think over time I'm getting better and better and better at that. And that's something that's a skill I'm trying to sharpen because I'm trying to figure out because I talk a lot, trying to figure out how to say less and I don't mind talking a lot. Fuck y'all. But it's like I'm still though. But for the music, I'm trying to figure out how to just make a package that can make sense for people, and they don't even realize
Mm,
why they're fucking with it. And then
mm.
for the heads like yourself, then they can they can intellectually understand what I'm trying to say.
There
So
you go. There you go, man. Kudos to you on that. Like I said,
appreciate
man,
it,
you
man.
always bringing something new visually to the game. It's like well needed, especially here in Milwaukee because nobody was doing that type of stuff.
Yeah, and I'm trying to bridge the gap, bro. I'm trying to do everything. Like I don't want it. Like this is when you're a Milwaukee artist. Okay, cool. You're a quote unquote Milwaukee artist, but like always look at yourself as like a worldly artist, a
There you
national
go.
artist. Like don't ever let none of these publications, none of these people ever box you in locally.
There you
Like
go.
they always want to do that. I think because it's just laziness in the writing.
There you go.
But don't ever let them box you in because like talk your shit, hold your
Hmm.
nuts, whatever you got to do. Like be what God or whoever you believe in brought you here to be.
Speaking of, Web,
Bitch. Sorry.
a couple years ago, and you can elaborate on this if you want to. You don't
Mm-hmm.
have to. A couple years ago, you went through a little situation,
Yes, sir.
and I'm not gonna get into the details on
Mm-hmm.
camera or anything like that. You know, people who know who know. Me personally, I just want to know how are you feeling since then,
Mm-hmm.
since that situation, because I know it can take a toll on somebody,
Yeah,
on an
man.
artist.
Yeah,
Uh,
and I have no problem. I'm super comfortable with it. Like I have no problem addressing what it was, so people don't even got to do the extra Google or whatever. And y'all can decide what y'all want to do with it. But yeah, my ex girlfriend, who I dated from my age 21 to 26, yeah, came out with a public statement about me being abusive physically and also mentally manipulative here and there in the relationship. And yeah, when that happened, it was crazy. It was wild. It was eye opening. It was so much in just the first like 72 hours. And the girl I was currently dating, who I'm still with, it's my baby. She reminded me of something recently where she said, in it all, I knew I just said everything's gonna be okay. I probably has like my own traumatic response because whatever. Don't have to get into it, but yeah, I made a statement about it. Held myself accountable, but even beyond making the internet statement for all of last year, I was doing accountability training. I linked up with the Alma Center. Shout out to Alma Center. They're doing great work with black men specifically. And I did like a 6 month program. I was in there with, baby daddies going through court stuff, going through. I felt like an anomaly. I'm like in there, like, yeah, I got canceled on the internet. Like, it's just funny, bro. Like,
I'm not
which
laughing.
it's no, but it is funny because it gives you a perspective shift too, where like, although what I did, I caused harm to somebody, and I made their life at times more difficult than it needed to be, and I will be paying for that for the rest of my life karmically in whatever way God wants to make that look for me, whatever, right? But um it just was like my shit could be a lot way worse, it could be way worse. Because I know who I am, I'm a good man. I'm a person of character, I'm a son, I'm a brother. But yeah, like however I caused harm and it was serious, and yeah, it came out and it shook the city up for sure.
It did.
Because I think a lot of people look at me as such a positive person, which I am. But when something like that comes out, it does shift the narrative about somebody, and it's kind of like then it's like dealer's choice. It's like how as you, do you as a consumer want to make that make sense for you. So yeah, I don't mind speaking on it because I think things like this need to be spoken on more. I think it's taboo. People be scared to talk about their mistakes. I'm not afraid anymore to talk about my mistakes. I will own my mistakes. I will wear that right here just as much as I wear my heart right here. And y'all can't tell me shit. Like, and um I want to be able to help other men that have, gone through things like that. Uh yeah, just domestic situations or whatever. I'm not gonna be a beacon or a spokesperson for
Exactly.
it, but
Exactly.
privately, whatever, people need my help or advice because that's what a parent would do, right? Hey, mama went through this. Oh, you got the experience? Cool. Tell me that, help me out. So, yeah, and that's what happened last year. And to speak to your question about how I'm feeling great. I'm feeling great because I took it upon myself to reflect on a past me that I didn't even realize was so pulled in many directions. Didn't really know as a black man how to express my emotions, bottled everything up, and just expected myself to be cool throughout the world. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, niggas in the hood, everybody, like, we all go through this just trauma response and you just keep we're all emotional. We keep all these things inside. Don't nobody want to admit it though, because we'd rather just be throwing the bread in the club. We'd rather be towing the
Mm,
the strap or
mm,
whatever. Which
mm.
I don't give a fuck. Do that shit. Like I'm not like that shit's whack. Like whatever. I don't care about your like do your thing. But we do gotta recognize like there could be situations where like people don't gotta unnecessarily be killed. I don't need to be unnecessarily doing anything that I don't need to be doing. Like to sum it up, don't make permanent decisions based off temporary feelings.
Ooh, ooh,
Period.
ooh. And since then, well, a while back since then that happened, you received an award, but you returned it, and that am I correct?
So what happened with that? So and being honest with that too, because I just did another interview where like that was asked too, and I
Oh, I'm sorry.
no, it's all good. No, it's
Okay.
actually good because more so I'm just saying like in the other interview, it's like I don't know. I'm glad to say it again, like just make it known, like and just be honest, because I think I just owe myself in the world better or whatever. Not that's anybody's business, anyways, to be honest, but uh, yeah, I was given the Humanitarian of the Year award for Black is Beautiful, which obviously I did not ask for. None of that. I just threw, 2,000 person bike ride during the uprisings for George Floyd in Milwaukee with the goal of allowing Black people to have a mental health day because motherfuckers was out there, Frank Nitty, walking too damn much, doing too damn much,
Doing too damn much.
because here's the thing about activism really quick. If you're a black person and you want to go do that because I did that. I was active. I wouldn't even call it activism. I was just being active with my people. And because of empathy and so but my point is you also don't have to walk. You
Mm.
also don't have to white people should be doing all that. But that's a whole nother thing we're not gonna get into. But and that's just what it is. But yeah, Black is Beautiful was just a very positive, ill event. We had food trucks, we had music, we had DJs. That shit was cracking, bro.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
fun. It
yeah.
was fun.
Had T-shirts, had
People loved it.
everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we did so everything was announced for folks that don't know. Black is Beautiful was an event, like I said, in the uprisings
yeah.
for George Floyd. We raised $20,000 in 7 days between myself, Mag, and Oliver Prime, who does or just it's called Oliver
Clothing.
Prime now. It's not even the Mother
Oh,
Prime anymore.
okay,
It's just
okay,
Oliver Prime, but
okay. Shout out to
um,
Oliver Prime
yeah,
too.
yeah. But yeah, and my friend Angela Warren as well, who helped manage the whole monster because it became a monster. Like we didn't know how many people was going to come out to it, and yeah, we had people on bikes, and it was a mental health day, and we donated that 20 G's to two different organizations, Walnut Way, and then we did two more installments of Black is Beautiful. So like, bro, we donated to like six different organizations. I can't even remember them all. I think year one was Walnut Way and Diverse and Resilient, I believe, but regardless, put the money back in the black community, and that's what it was. And damn, what the hell was the question in the beginning? I always do that shit. I'm like, what the fuck was I talking about?
award. You got to
Oh
get it.
yes, thank you. Yeah, and honestly, I was never even given a physical award.
Oh, okay,
Yep, that was the
okay.
only part where it was just like, and I don't care how people look at this, so much pressure on you to say something. I was like, okay, in there, I'll just be like, we'll just say this part about how. Because in reality, if they actually gave me the award, I would have never even, because I guess
Accepted
I
it.
guess what it is like I got awarded the award, but I missed the award show, so I couldn't go get it. You know what I'm saying?
Ah,
So I was just like, okay, like I guess metaphorically, I'm giving this back in this, because that's really what it was. I wouldn't have accepted that, but obviously, I have people in my DMs like, bro, fuck that, take that, because as a black man, you deserve that, and that's where things get complicated and stuff. And it's all opinion, but for me, all I wanted to focus on with all of that was taking ownership for the harm that I caused. It's a personal thing between me and the ex girlfriend, and that's it. I'm not listening to nobody else. It's nobody else's business. But yet, I'm a public figure, so it became everybody's business,
hmm.
and it was handled as such.
And the crazy thing about that is, a person being exposed for so-called negative things is never a great thing
It's
unless
not.
they're being exposed for great things. You know what I mean? And it just reminded me, and I'm kind of shifting a little bit. It just reminded me of Isaiah Rashad when he went through that situation.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
yeah.
what's crazy is with Isaiah, I've been a fan of bro since 2014. Just a great artist and just genius artist to
hmm
me, bro. Like you from Chattanooga, making shit that sound like that.
hmm
One of the best beat selectors in hip hop, anyways. Uh, yeah, I mean, he went through a public situation. I don't even want to speak
Yeah, no, we
about it too
don't.
much on,
Right,
on, on
right,
wax, obviously,
right.
but like, because that's just nobody's business either.
No,
Like,
no,
shut,
yeah.
you know.
I'm just saying
No,
about
no, 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 no.
yeah.
You good? I'm
Okay,
actually talking to the people right now in my
okay,
head. I'm
okay,
arguing with niggas on Twitter right now as we
okay.
speak. So I'm like, shut the fuck up. Like y'all niggas need to worry about your own self and figure out your own. Go to therapy, nigga. But yeah, what was interesting about Isaiah is when all that happened, he was a huge inspiration for me. I was finding a lot of inspirations, bro. Last year was crazy, man. Like, let me really rock on this one. Like, let me talk because I'm about to juice talk the shit out of this. I'm about to squeeze every last drop out of what I'm about to say. Um, my stuff happened in January 2022. Isaiah's thing, I think, happened like March or March 2022. And I'm like, man, like I can just notice the I guess the alignment with shit. And I was like, damn, like here's somebody else that's going through a public situation just like me having to deal with a lot of emotion, just like me. You got the homies asking, like, you about to offer yourself, like, you good, bro? Like, whatever, it gets kind of intense when cancel culture is just a terrible thing at the end of the day. It doesn't do what people wanted it to do. It actually causes more harm mostly, um, with mixtures of holding people accountable. But anyways, I had sent him a DM because I had seen him come out at Coachella, and he just addressed everything in the illest way. He didn't do anything, no statement, because he doesn't have to make it because he got exposed for his personal life. And yeah, he uh, on the video wall just had all the montage of the interviews, and I DM'd him and I just told him, I'm like, man, this is just so inspiring. And I went through my own public situation not too long ago, and I just commend you for. Or I told him, I was like, we're human first, and we're complex, and it's nobody's business, and I think motherfuckers be tripping, but yeah, and then he had like followed me on Instagram, which was pretty crazy because I was like, oh, that's dope. Like it could, you don't know what it means or whatever, but I do believe, yeah, he read that message and was just like felt kindred spirit with that a little bit, like tribe shit. I don't know. Eventually, me and him will probably talk. I'm gonna hit him when I go to LA or whatever, but see if that nigga answer. But yeah, it's just and even beyond Isaiah with Kendrick too. Kendrick's last album went over a lot of people's heads, but you have to go through.
Oh my
You don't
God.
have to go to therapy, but you gotta at least like either be smart enough to understand that album or just spiritually feel it, the vibration he put into it. When he said, fuck cancel culture, dog, say what I want about you niggas. I'm like, upper dog. Like, obviously that spoke to me out gate because you got somebody. I felt a relief when I listened to that album because I was being held accountable at the same time as somebody was on my behalf being like, fuck all that shit, On that track with Keem, Kendrick was like, I've been dodging the pandemic, I've been dodging the social gimmicks, I've been dodging the overnight activists. Yeah, like, yes, bro. And it gives me more confidence to be like, fuck anybody who has, because the people that are seeping negativity into an already negative situation, bro, you're not helping. You're not helping. You're actually being abusive back to people. Like, you just perpetuating the cycle. So there has to just be a lot of, just better understanding with that kind of stuff. And I recommend everybody watch The Feminists and Cell Block Y on YouTube. It's about the prison system in LA. And one of the homies, Richie Reseda, he started a class for men in the prison system to learn about toxic masculinity, all that stuff. But beyond toxic masculinity, more so just like patriarchy, and y'all could do your own research. I'm not going to be the preacher for it. Y'all could just Google stuff. So.
That's what's up, man. That was a
Yeah.
nice one, man.
Yeah.
So
I,
yeah,
I said,
I
let me
had to, you
rock.
had to,
Y'all can
yeah,
chop it up.
you
Let me
did, yeah,
rock.
you did that one. You did that one, man. So I want to know what can we find up next, coming up next for Webster X, man? You got a lot of stuff in the works. Any new music, any new visuals, any new content? You know what I'm saying? You popping back out, man. What can we expect next coming from Webster X?
Yeah, I mean, I'm making a new album right now. It's sounding great. It's something definitely different, but then also makes sense for me. I think people are gonna like it a lot. And same old stuff for me, man. Music, shows again, eventually tapping back into doing community work in whatever fashion that looks like, because that's always been a part of me and always will be. And I know I have to do what I gotta do to as artists, we have to constantly keep proving ourselves, whether you go through something public or not. You have to keep proving yourself every album, every next drop, no matter what's going on in your life. So that's what I'm in pursuit of doing. I'm just here to show people that I'm good at making music again. I'm having fun making music. I'm just trying to inspire the world.
There
And
you go.
yeah, that's it.
That's what's
That's
up,
that
man.
simple.
That's what's up, man. So, any inspiring words you can give somebody that upcoming artist or anybody that's actually going through a certain situation that they don't know what to do about it, or seeking help or anything, like any encouraging word that they, Webster X can give them.
Yeah. I could separate both of those pieces of advice with being an artist and advice for that, and then mental health stuff, but I'm going to just combine them because honestly, both. I didn't realize when I was coming up, I was like, yeah, I'm just good. I'm just killing it right now,
Mm-hmm.
bro. But it's like, nah, bro, there's so much that's going unaddressed. And that's why you see cats overdosing on the lean or like doing this
Ooh.
and that. A lot of shit starts happening because that's all you know how to cope, or John Morant shit, like whatever the fuck is going on. You know what I'm saying? But my advice to artists in the city or in the world, whoever's watching this, keep those close to you, bring those close to you closer, and be undeniable with your vision and be relentless. And don't ever let this world try to mold you into something that you are not. And one other thing I gotta tell niggas, bro, stop trying to be like Gunna or Thug, or
Mm.
I get being influenced, but here's the thing. You're not being smart marketing wise. If you're gonna blend in and be like another artist, and it's okay, like when you're early on, like I was sounding like Earl, or I was doing this, I was dressing like whoever. But eventually you have to break out of that because honestly, in order to stand out in music and art, you have to be different. Why is BLP Kosher snapping right now? Because he got the wicks, he got the Jew wicks or whatever, and or Kodak or Tyler, like they're all individuals. That's why they're stars. Michael Jackson was a star. Nobody like Michael. Nobody like Prince. So be you.
What's up, man? Let the people know where they can find you at,
Man, you
man.
could find me at Webster X on it. Looking at me. No, at Webster X on Instagram, at _Webster X on Twitter, Webster X on Facebook. WebsterX on Spotify. WebsterX, Google everything.
Yeah, man. There you go, man. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. The one and only Webster X himself. Be on the lookout, dropping some more heat coming up soon, man. Hopefully have you up here again soon.
Yeah, come
You
on.
already know,
Come
man.
on. Run it.
Juice Talk TV. We out.
Peace.